Welcome to the Awesome. I'm Big Ro, and this is Marvel Strike Force. So picking back up on my Thor lane run in the Ultimus 65 raid, we're doing the Alive Pool node. I'm going to go in with Tech and Thanos. Now normally you want to try to take out the hand sentry if you have enough damage, or ability block him. Oh lord, or just get an offense up on your Rocket Raccoon and then you will blow everyone away. But normally, you want to try to burn him down or ability block him if you fail to do that so he doesn't get that smoke bomb up. And then you want to take out Strange next so he doesn't flip your buffs. After that, you usually want to go for Scientist Supreme because she has quite a high chance to res people. You don't want the Hand Sentry or Strange coming back to do their thing. Oh, and Rocket Raccoon, you do need to take him out also, but if you're doing heavy AOE, he should be almost dead or dead from that. If not, you can finish him off before Scientist Supreme because you do not want him getting to his ultimate because you will surely die from that. Then after that, the only big threats are Deadpool and then Korath when he comes down. So it's not too bad once you get your team high enough. If you are lower, you might have to go in with 2 teams just to make them use up that smoke bomb if you can't get him down or ability block him, the sentry, or if Strange flips your buffs. But once you get higher, it gets much easier and you can blow through it. Alright, on to Bled Dry. We're going to run the same tech with Thanos' team. Thanos is a very good tank on this node especially, because once he gets his taunt up, then he'll be resisting a lot of those bleeds. Jessica Jones also another good choice if you don't have all of these guys high up. But I'm going to go with the heavy AOE again. I'm a big fan of the blow them all away before they can do much of anything. The good thing about this node is you're not going to take tons of damage right away because the aim guys don't even attack the first turn, they do their buff. And then Winter Soldier's slow, so you can remove Drax's taunt and then blind him or stun him, ability block, all kinds of ways to deal with him. But yeah, the heavy AoE is the best on this one. And then Deadpool is always a big threat, so you want to try to burn him down before he can get going. It didn't quite get there, and then he's going to heal off of that. But we'll still be okay. Rocket will get him with the counter. But yeah, like I said, I'm a huge fan of AoE and take them all out before they can do much of anything. But a lot of people like the Hero Brawler team I used a lot in the first part of this series. So I'm going to try to run through all the nodes with the Hero Brawler team, see if they can get it done after I do this video. See how that works out. I usually just do the most efficient team for each node. That's why I've been using the Tech Thanos team. Alright, on to leg day. What I do a lot of the time is if I have someone almost dead from the Thor boss node, I just throw them in there so they can eat that opening special from Deadpool. Didn't do that on this run, didn't have anyone close, so Star-Lord ends up getting it. Thankfully he had that defense up from Vision, so he doesn't die. So then we'll just do the AoE. If you don't have a team that can blow them all away, you can bring some crowd control, you can blind Hulk and Elektra, and then you can offense down Wolverine and Iron Man so they aren't going to do as much damage to you with their special or ultimate, whatever they use. Or as I did here, you can ability block Hulk and then Iron Man, they won't be able to use their things. Usually I like blinding Hulk so he wastes his ultimate since it's hitting adjacent people. So definitely the 3 threats you want to deal with first are Elektra, hopefully before she uses her ultimate, and then Deadpool and Iron Man. And Wolverine and Hulk are slow enough that you're not going to take too much damage. Now I have kind of played this node a little sloppy, which can happen when you do the same raid day after day for months on end. You just kind of blow through it, not paying attention much, especially once your team's high enough. I left offense up on both of them, so now we're going to lose some people. But that's okay because I built my roster to have depth, so even if you lose some good characters, you'll still be okay to finish up the nodes. Whereas if you just focus on 1 or 2 teams, and then you lose a key guy, you're going to have to spend the 50 heal packs to bring him back, and you don't want to do that because you'll run out very quickly especially with these crazy event raids where you have to spend a lot of health packs. Alright, on to Razor's Edge for most people, and what I do most of the time is you gotta throw 2 teams at it. The first team is a feeder team. The most optimal way to do it is to have them survive just until after Luke Cage uses his taunt, because there's just so many buffs going up in this one. It's hard to one-shot it. After this, I will show me one-shotting it with my Fury team. That's the only team I've been able to one-shot it with. Especially Hero Brawlers is bad against this one because of all the buffs, because they just can't deal with them all. Now, eventually, when I bring Miles Morales up, I'll give it a shot, see if he can get that disrupt action going. But most of the time, you'll just want to throw the 2 teams, the feeder team, then the second team come and clean up, because they aren't going to have all their buffs. If you can get Drax down and some other people hurt, that'll be a bonus. But the main point of the first team is just to have them use all their buffs up, so you don't have to deal with them when you bring in the second team, and they can just roll through them. Now, raid energy is a problem, having to do 2 on there. You can coordinate with your lane mate. Either you or him can send the first team in, then the other one can go and clean up. Or eventually, one of you can have a Fury team, and then you can just one-shot it, because unfortunately, the last third of this raid and most of other raids where you can use them are going to be balanced for a Fury team. Especially the Star-Lord node and the Ultimus node in this one, you really need a strong Fury team to one-shot it, or a really strong Defender team. Alright, so that was just about perfect timing, because soon after Cage used his taunt, and then the team was wiped out. So now we can just bring the second team in to finish them off. Should go quite easily. Go ahead and take out Fury first, because we don't want him getting around to his summons, and then healing and giving defense up to everyone. Then usually Deadpool, if he doesn't get killed by the AOE. Now, Vision can be annoying and can hit pretty hard, but he has that defense up, and then he has the dodge. So a lot of time I just take out the Boomer if I can, because those stupid dodges. So annoying. So just trying to get rid of those dodges on Nebula there, the evades. And then we can let Black Panther go off. Just gonna save that ultimate in case we need it in a later node. And same thing with Black Panther. Oh, you want to res? Alright, you can keep doing that. I'll just pop you again. We can do that all day. Alright. So that is the 2-team method. Now I'm going to show you doing it with my Fury team. I figured out the team's only 156k. Most of that is in Fury and Security. The other ones are pretty low. But if you have a more balanced Fury team, you could probably still one-shot it, as long as everyone can survive long enough. Now most of the time you want to pull off that taunt, but it finally got it on the assist. Now, a lot of the times I tried taking out Deadpool first, but then I'd end up losing someone. So now I take out Fury first, so he can't get any of his defense up, passing on to everyone, and heal, and all that stuff. So I take him out first, then I take out Deadpool. Best case, you have at least one of the minions from Fury survive. So then Deadpool will use his execute on that. If you can't get him down, but I did on that time. Very nice assist from Fury, giving that to everyone. So that one can hurt there. But if you get those 2 guys down, then it's just a matter of hiding and healing whoever gets low. And it's pretty easy after that. We just go after Vision. So then we'll just have to chew through that, but that's okay. Oh, let me pull the taunt off. Oh yeah, you do want to have your Fury up probably around the highest, because if you have the operative, she is going to take that taunt off and put it on him, which my buddy and fellow Masters of Launch podcast co-host Chewburger is very angry about that bug, but they've said they're not going to fix it, where she's taking it to, even if they resist her taking the taunt off them, she still puts it on Fury. So that can get him killed a lot of the time. Yeah, you'll have to fight through those taunts, which are annoying, especially with the defense up. But you have the survivability. You just have to weather the first dangerous parts with Deadpool mostly. Now I am curious to see if this could be one shot at one day with my Hero Brawler team with Miles Morales. So I might fast track him, because I don't think there's any way I'm going to get my Fury to 7 the next time he comes around, because the Kree farming has been horrible. Especially Reaper, she seems to have half the drop rate of the other ones. A lot of days I'm getting like 0 shards from 10 tries, and the other ones I'm always getting 2, 4, sometimes 6. So I think I might just get them to 6, and then I might go in on Miles Morales, see if he can get it done. I think eventually I might have to wait for another Hero Brawler that has more of a dispel or multiple dispels, just because there's so many buffs going up on this node. Alright, so that is the one-shotting it with the Fury team, which I know isn't a huge accomplishment, but just to show it can be one-shotted. Alright, on to tag. I'm going to use modified version of the Hero Brawler team with Punisher in, since they are all villains. Alright, we're going to save his ult and just do his basic on the Mercenary Lieutenant. Take him out. Now normally I try to stun the Mercenary Riot Guard so he can't get his taunt and buffs up, but the ability block hit Spidey that time, so I have to do it different. So now we're going after the Sniper and Bullseye. They're pretty low. Second wave drops down. I'm going to pop all of them with the ult. We're going to target him so the assist hits there. So if you keep it on Bullseye, you're not going to get the assist because he'll be dead. Now they have that taunt going up. So now we're going to do the ult. Even into the defense up, it's still going to hit a lot of them. And that's why we have Daredevil back behind Miss Marvel, so Punisher will counterattack them whenever he gets hit. Then we'll do the defense down with Spider-Man, so we can blow through these defensed up taunts. Especially with this Iron Fist. Boom! So this was a good run, didn't lose anybody. It'd go even smoother if I actually had more into my Punisher. He is very low, as you will see, because I'm going to show you the characters after this. He's amazing for this node because everyone except Cable is a villain. So he gets the plus 50% damage against villains, and he gives the extra 30% against villains to all the city heroes, which is why I chose all city heroes for the team. And there we go, one-shotting tag, didn't lose anybody. Most days it goes that well, except for on bad RNG days, then I might lose 1 or 2. Alright, let's look at each one. Spider-Man, tier 12, level 70, 6664. 7 yellow, 4 red. So him and Iron Fist, who is tier 11, 70, 6665, 7 and 4. Those are the 2 highest ones. You could still get it done if the team's more balanced. Daredevil only tier 10, level 67, 6664, 7 yellow, 4 red. Didn't do Night Nurse. Then Miss Marvel, tier 11, 70, 6465, and then only 6 yellow, 2 red. So if she was higher, it'd be easier. Also, And then finally Punisher way down there at only 17k, level 58, tier 9, 5254, and 6 yellow, no red. So if you have a lot more in your Punisher, you could get it done with less in the other ones, just because he's going to tear through all of those villains. And that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.